The moment Katy Duggar and her husband, Jed Duggar, stepped onto European soil, the world seemed to pause for a heartbeat, as if sensing that something more than a vacation was unfolding. For a couple who has long lived under the bright and sometimes unforgiving spotlight of public scrutiny, every step outside their home carries layers of significance. Yet this trip, scattered across cobblestone streets, historic squares, and quiet cafes, was different. It was not merely a getaway. It was a statement of life, love, and perhaps the most intimate hint of hope yet, the possibility of a growing family. From the very beginning of their journey, fans and observers noticed a shift. Social media buzzed with subtle updates, shared photos, and glimpses of smiles that seemed just a little more radiant than usual. Katy, once careful with public appearances, was relaxed, her movements unguarded, her laughter lighter. Jed, known for his calm demeanor, seemed more present than ever, attentive and gentle, carrying an aura of quiet excitement. Together, their energy suggested not just the joy of travel, but the anticipation of new beginnings. The rumors began circulating within hours of the couple's arrival in Europe, whispers that quickly grew louder. Could Katy be pregnant? Traveling through cities rich with history, the couple moved with purpose yet embraced leisure, a rare combination for members of a family whose lives are often scheduled down to the minute. In one photograph, they walked along the Seine in Paris, Katy's hand resting lightly on her abdomen, a gesture subtle enough to be easily missed but meaningful enough to ignite speculation. In another, Jed gently adjusted her scarf as they explored a small medieval alley in Prague, their smiles shared privately yet captured in snapshots by discreet photographers and fellow travelers. Every image seemed to tell the story a couple at peace, perhaps on the verge of welcoming new life. Those close to the couple report that this trip was never meant to be merely a vacation. It was a carefully considered escape, a time for reflection, connection, and decision-making. Katy and Jed have been deliberate in planning for the future, navigating the pressures and expectations that come with the Duggar family name, while prioritizing their personal joy. The idea of starting or expanding a family has long been part of their conversations, and those familiar with their lives describe the energy surrounding this European journey as electric with possibility. News of a possible pregnancy spread quickly, first among fan communities and then into broader media coverage. The announcement, though not formally confirmed, was hinted at through Katy's social media posts, slight physical cues, and the couple's open demeanor during public appearances while abroad. Analysts and commentators were quick to note the pattern of body language, clothing choices, and the timing of the trip, all of which suggested that the couple might be celebrating a quietly monumental moment. For many, the excitement lies not just in the possibility of a pregnancy, but in the symbolism it carries. After years of living under intense scrutiny, Katy and Jed have carved out a space that is entirely their own, choosing to step outside familiar boundaries and embrace life on their own terms. Europe, with its blend of romance, history, and beauty, provides a backdrop that mirrors the intimacy and significance of what may be to come. Every cobblestone street, sunlit square, and quiet canal seems to echo the promise of a family ready to grow, of a couple ready to embrace new responsibilities and joys together. Medical and family experts note that pregnancy announcements in public life, especially for high-profile families, carry layers of complexity. Every movement, every photograph, and every statement is scrutinized, dissected, and interpreted by both supporters and critics. For Katy and Jed, choosing Europe as the setting for this period of possible early pregnancy is a bold yet delicate decision. It allows them privacy while also providing a controlled space where joy, anticipation, and the possibility of sharing their news on their own terms can coexist. Observers also highlight the emotional depth of the trip. Traveling far from the familiar surroundings of home provides a mental and emotional reset, which can be especially important for a couple contemplating parenthood. Katy, in particular, is described by those close to her as having grown increasingly reflective, seeking experiences that balance personal happiness with responsibility. Jed's calm, supportive presence amplifies this, creating an environment where the couple can process their hopes, dreams, and plans for the future without distraction. As the couple navigated city squares, museums, and quiet park benches, the subtle hints of pregnancy began to spark conversations among fans worldwide. Social media platforms became ablaze with speculation. Posts were shared rapidly, hashtags trended briefly, and online forums buzzed with excitement. Yet for Katy and Jed, the focus remained inward, on their relationship, their shared experiences, and the possibility of welcoming a new member into their family. Public reactions vary widely. Longtime followers of the Duggar family celebrated the potential news with enthusiasm, sending heartfelt messages, congratulations, and well wishes. Critics, meanwhile, focused on timing, privacy, and the couple's approach to sharing personal milestones in a world eager to dissect them. Amid the duality of celebration and scrutiny, Katy and Jed appeared to maintain a sense of groundedness, prioritizing their own experience over the noise surrounding them. The European backdrop itself adds layers of meaning. Paris, with its soft lights and flowing rivers, Prague, with its medieval streets echoing centuries of history, Florence, with its art, culture, and enduring beauty. Each city serves as both witness and participant in this intimate chapter of the couple's life. As they move from one locale to another, each step is imbued with the quiet thrill of anticipation, a joy that seems amplified by distance from home and the ability to live freely, even temporarily. While formal confirmation of pregnancy has not been issued, insiders describe subtle signs that point toward a possible joyful development. Katy's health and demeanor, combined with the couple's intentional choices during travel, have provided observers with a framework to infer that something significant may be underway. Medical professionals caution that such interpretations remain speculative, yet the emotional weight carried by the hints is undeniable. Fans and followers are already imagining the milestones to come. First ultrasound images, a formal announcement, and the eventual introduction of a new Duggar family member. This potential pregnancy is more than a personal milestone. It is also a reflection of growth, resilience, and autonomy. Katy and Jed have navigated years of family expectations, public attention, and personal development, and the prospect of a new child represents a moment where their choices and priorities converge. It signifies a space where love, intention, and hope take center stage, a narrative that is as much about emotional fulfillment as it is about family expansion. Even amidst the splendor of Europe, the couple's journey is deeply human. Every shared glance, gentle touch, and quiet laugh suggests a couple savoring the moment, aware of its significance yet unwilling to let external pressures dictate their experience. Each cafe visit, riverside walk, and sunlit exploration is infused with a sense of anticipation, a celebration of life's possibilities, and a quiet assertion of personal happiness. Media coverage has followed rapidly, documenting the trip, analyzing every image, and speculating on the pregnancy. Headlines highlight potential developments. Katy Duggar may be expecting during European trip. Duggar couple hints at pregnancy amid romantic getaway, and fans excited over possible baby news from Katy and Jed Duggar. While the public discussion is vigorous, those closest to the couple emphasize the importance of privacy, balance, and emotional well-being during this intimate stage of their lives. For fans, the excitement is palpable. Messages of support, curiosity, and celebration flood social media, often accompanied by hopeful speculation about names, nursery themes, and family dynamics. Followers who have witnessed Katy and Jed's journey from the beginning understand that this moment is layered with emotion, significance, and personal growth. It is a milestone not just for the couple, but for the broader narrative of their lives, their family, and their place in the public eye. Experts in family dynamics highlight that traveling during early stages of pregnancy, or while exploring the possibility of one, can provide unique benefits. Exposure to new experiences, cultural immersion, and a temporary removal from familiar pressures allow for reflection, bonding, and emotional preparation. Katy and Jed's European journey thus represents more than leisure. It is a strategic, emotionally intelligent way to embrace both each other and the potential life they may be welcoming. In essence, this trip is an intersection of joy, privacy, and public intrigue. Katy Duggar's radiant presence, Jed's steady support, and the European landscapes together tell a story of love, anticipation, and hope. Every moment captured, whether shared intentionally or observed by the public eye, conveys the same underlying narrative: a couple embracing life's possibilities, celebrating each other, and quietly hinting at a future filled with new beginnings. As the journey continues, all eyes remain on the couple, balancing speculation with respect. Will an official pregnancy announcement come soon? Only time will tell. For now, the European adventure, the intimate gestures, and the subtle hints speak volumes about love, resilience, and the quiet exhilaration of expecting a new chapter in life. For Katy and Jed Duggar, this trip is far more than sightseeing. It is a statement, a celebration of partnership, a reflection of emotional growth, and potentially the first steps toward welcoming a new life into the world. It is a moment where private joy meets public fascination, where anticipation is paired with serenity, and where every small gesture, from holding hands on a cobblestone street to quiet laughter at a cafe table, resonates with hope. Europe may provide the backdrop, but the real story unfolds in the connection between two people, their shared anticipation, and the possibility of a child who will soon join their journey. This story, marked by subtle gestures, emotional depth, and public intrigue, continues to capture the imagination of fans worldwide, promising that the Duggar family narrative still holds moments of surprise, joy, and heartfelt human connection. As the days unfold, followers await further confirmation, images, and perhaps an official statement. Meanwhile, the couple moves through Europe with grace, warmth, and quiet excitement, leaving behind a trail of inspiration and curiosity. Every shared glance, gentle hand touch, and radiant smile suggests that the most significant journey may not be the cities they explore, but the life that may be quietly beginning. In reflecting on this trip, one truth becomes clear. For Katy and Jed Duggar, the European vacation is not just a retreat. It is a celebration of life, love, and the possibilities of family. Whether or not a pregnancy is officially announced soon, the emotion, anticipation, and hope that permeate every moment of this journey are unmistakable, leaving fans and followers alike waiting with bated breath for the next chapter to unfold. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates, and stay tuned for more exclusive news right here. Stay with us.